But there's one challenge that they really don't have to face, and that's postnatal depression, which apparently affects more than 1 in 8 new mums. That's a pretty big number. Have any of you ladies sort of had anything to do with postnatal depression?
I mean, I haven't personally had postnatal depression. I definitely experienced a little bit of sadness afterwards. I think just the life change. But as I was speaking with a friend who has experienced postnatal depression, I shared that I experienced a bit of sadness, and she said she would have loved to have experienced sadness after her birth of her baby, because that let her know that she was feeling something. And she was experiencing postnatal depression, and she said that it was that sense of feeling nothing at all is what bothered her.
Yeah,
you know?
that's where I was after giving birth to my second child, just numb. No feeling, no nothing. And I didn't even know I had it until I went to the doctor and started describing the feelings.
Right.
And then he said, yeah, you've got postnatal.
How long after you had the baby did you realize?
I don't even think I did realise. I think it was when I was talking to him and he was asking me a few questions and I couldn't answer them and didn't know how I was feeling and didn't know how to react to things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when he said.
So are there different types of postnatal depression then? Because I was reading a story about a woman called Alison Goldstein who just committed suicide out of the blue because she was so depressed and like sad about having babies. So you feel nothing, but can you also feel just really blue? Like, do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think that there are extremes. As I was looking into it, you can either feel nothing, you can feel extreme sadness, you can feel like you don't want to eat or that you're eating too much, or you can feel
Tired.
Yeah, tired. You can sleep all the time or not be able to sleep at all. So I think it's on the extremes of the spectrum.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, my husband thought that I had it, and I look back and I don't know. But I know for a long time I went through a really sad period where I didn't answer my friends' phone calls because I couldn't talk to them. The tiredness, the change, the feeling inadequate. I didn't answer their calls. I didn't talk to them. I didn't go out. I stayed at home, and my husband would take the kids to church just so I could just have that mental block. And you sort of feel nothing in a way. You don't actually believe in yourself or believe in anything that's happening around you. And it's almost like I felt really locked in and I just couldn't get out of that. I couldn't shake that. I'm sort of stuck here forever. And, you know, I don't always feel like that. You know, I could see the big picture that it's a season, and that's why I always feel like I may not have had it, but I could always see the future. But it was so debilitating.
So did your faith help you in that at all, or any of you ladies when you experienced this?
Yeah, it definitely helped me because when I didn't feel like anyone else believed in me, which may not necessarily have been the case, I went to the Bible and I just dug deep and I clung on, and that was my hope.
Yeah.
For me, it was medication. They had to put me onto medication to bring me out of the darkness. And then afterwards it was my church family, because I don't have my biological family here. It was just having the support of my church family.
I think that's really important, that I think that faith definitely plays a part, but I think we should also acknowledge that some people do require therapy as well as medication to be able to move past that point in their lives.
And it's not a bad thing that you have to take it, because at the end of the day you need to be able to bond with your husband and your child.